Today, we find out what's in my bug out bag. Hey, welcome to Two Camping Gurus. If you like camping in the great outdoors, you are in the right place. You won't see my face in most of this video just because I'm trying to give the most amount of space down here as I lay this stuff out. Pretty much what we're going to do is open this thing up and lay everything out. I have had this bug out bag for several years now. Haven't really messed around with it that much. When we take off, we do take it with us. It's a heavy bag. This is not one I put on my back when we're hiking or anything like that. It's not what it's for. Here, I would grab this bag in a catastrophe situation. If I had the, a worst case scenario, had to be out in the woods, this is the bag I'd want with me because it has all the stuff that I would need to survive. Okay, so let's just get right to it. So as I was putting this bag together, and still am over time, you're always adjusting, my thought was I wanted to go tool heavy, not food heavy. So you're going to see most of this bag has tool related stuff that you can continue to reuse. If you're talking like a 72-hour bag, a food bag or something like that to get by because of power outage or something like that, that's not what this bag is. This bag is to take you in the backcountry and live if you had to live. And of course, there's always stuff missing, and there's always, some of us have too much, some of us don't have enough, but that's the whole thought of it. So I'm just going to, I already have it unzipped here a little bit. And so we have a saw, which can go on a belt that would not normally stay in here once we get going. If I was setting up camp somewhere in the deep woods. And we have, let's get these big items out of the way. Machete. I've had this machete. This thing is ancient. This thing is old. And you can see I have used it a lot. It's heavy, heavy, solid machete. Look at that. Of course, we have a canteen here with water. And there is water in it too. I do change it out every once in a while. But I also carry iodine tablets and stuff for purifying water. It's been so long, I've really forgotten probably what some of the stuff is in here now. Let's see here, I forgot what's in this thing. Oh, okay, yeah. So in here, I have a heat blanket. There's pencils, pens, notepad, fold-up binoculars, some zip ties, as well as a compass and a thing on knots, knot tying. And this thing has several different type of knots. It doesn't take up any space, any weight, so that goes right in here. And this stuff is not, I can see this thing is kind of tipped over on me or something because the stuff's not where it should be. Obviously you gotta have some string, and I actually have a few of these blankets in here. The survival blankets. You can never have enough if you have, especially if this thing you were designed to take off with your family. Also, I have this survival handbook. Great book. Lots of good stuff in here. So again, that takes up a lot of weight, but again, this is what I'd want with me if I was trying to survive. So I'm not going to take some of this stuff off. Well, I can turn it around here and show you. Maybe I can take them off. Of course, we have some carabiners and stuff hooked on the outside. We have here, this is a fold-up shovel slash pick. If you have to dig a hole, put this thing together. Now you can do some digging. It's got a little oak can opener here. It's got a little bit of a saw on this side, and then of course you can flip it around. You got a pick if you have to do some digging or whatever. So that is a good tool to have. Now I got this monkey's fist, and I actually made this. This is around a golf ball, and what this is great for is I'm not going to unhook it, I'm just going to leave it on here. But if you hook a rope, I got a ring on this end here, probably hard to see with a carabiner, but if you have a string of rope or paracord, you can hook it on here, and then you can spin this around and get it up over branches and stuff like that, and then string up ropes and stuff. So that's come in handy for situations like that. Now I have extra carabiners on here in several spots for hooking more things on or using these for other stuff while you're out and about. I got a small first aid kit. Now you've heard me talk about first aid kits. We always have another one with us, but if I had to just grab this bag and take off, I have the basics in here. Waterproof matches, safety pins, there's 2 or 3 knives in here. There's a a cloth measuring tape, some black electrical tape, a survival hand guide, some razor blades, some gauze, band-aids, some ointment, plastic bag. Never know what you need a plastic bag for. Scissors that cut through most anything. So you got to have something like that. Those could actually go inside that first aid kit. Some elastics. Okay, there's all kinds of different uses you can use these for. No, it's not Crown Royal whiskey, although that is the container. That's not what it is. This is a solar-powered / crank-powered emergency radio. Crank this thing up, you can listen to the radio, charge your cell phone, flashlight. This is great for that. I put it in there, it helps protect it when it's banging around the bag. Warm socks, soap string, more lightweight rope. There's a little sewing kit in here. I do have one of those knives that is a fork, spoon, knife combo, a small magnifying glass, a whistle. Alright, now this is a real important item here. This here is a multi-purpose knife. Stainless, it's not top quality. But it works super well. And it's a multi, so in the handle here has a little sewing stuff, fishing equipment, lures, hooks and stuff like that. You have to do some fishing to get some food. So this is huge. You gotta have a knife. I have been looking for this. I didn't realize to put it in my bug out bag. This is my Leatherman. Alright, so you gotta have a Leatherman. You know, it's got the pliers. These are really rugged. They're well made. You know, if you gotta get a hook out of a fish's mouth, something like that. All kinds of different things you can use this for. Again, like I said, I went tool heavy. This is tool heavy, and when I say heavy, I mean it in two ways. There's more tools than food, as you can see, but the pack weighs more too. This would be great for getting someplace and setting up camp to be kind of off-grid and being able to survive lengthy time without having to worry about coming out of the woods. Alright, so here we have, this is the yo-yo fishing reel. And you would hook this up on a tree branch, deploy it with bait, leave it out there. When a fish bites, it automatically reels it in, but just you don't have to sit there with them. Now this is something super important here. This is water purification tablets, a must-have as well. If you don't have water, you're in trouble really fast if you don't have access to safe drinking water. This is a little hand heater. Also there's a mirror, a reflective metal mirror in here. It's not glass, so it won't break in your pack. And you can use that to get someone's attention if need be. A bunch more carabiners here. You never know when you need these. I don't have my paracord in here. I thought I did. So I gotta put that in here. Here we got a magnesium fire starter. If, unfortunately, your matches were to get wet or something like that, you can start a fire with this. And I got some things I want to add to this that are not in here right now. And that's cotton balls with Vaseline in them for fire starting and things like that. I think about it that's in it right now. Like I said, you're always adding to these. So now there's a compass I put around my neck. It's got a nice string to it. Nail clippers. You can use these for more than just nail clipping, you know. That's really about it. Now I have a lot more room in this pack to put more stuff. But at the moment, that's what's in here. But I feel pretty confident that if I were to get stuck out somewhere with no food, I would survive. I mean, and there's no doubt about it. There's plenty of ways here that you can use to get food versus having a pack full of food, and when it runs out, you have no way of getting more. So that's why I decided to go this route. Now, keep in mind, there are several types of bug-out bags. There's everyday carry, there's hiking bug-out bags, there's 72-hour, 24-hour bug-out bags, 1-week bug-out bags, things like that, for certain catastrophes that you need to have something just to get by for a few days. That's not what this one is. This one here is one that you would want, or something similar to it. Everybody would probably have their own idea of what they'd want with them, but one you would want if you were going to be gone in the woods. You just never know. However, we do, whenever we go camping, we bring this with us because lots of these items can be used for several other things. You could break down in your car somewhere, and if it's cold out, you got some rescue blankets to keep warm. You know, if we're out camping with a camper or a tent, and we want to dig a little fire pit, we can use this. That has nothing to do with, trying to survive a catastrophe in the world. But this stuff is handy. You could easily cut yourself. You got some Band-Aids and some gauze and stuff like that. I will probably design a 72-hour one as well, but that's not what it is now. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for taking a look at what we got here. If you go camping, I want to make sure you're prepared. So click on the link below. It's going to give you a free ebook and free pre-trip checklist for doing RV camping And that's going to make sure you and your camper are ready to hit the road, and make sure you're going to have as good a time as possible. Anyways, thanks for swinging by. Please click that share button. Please click the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. I'm releasing a video every single day. I hope you come back, watch some more. What we're going to do going forward is talk about, break some of these down a little bit more, and maybe even put links in how you can get them if you're interested. So if you see this video, put a comment down what you'd like to see. But don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day. Happy camping.